I went there one time. I took the dollar cab. That was some good.
What the hell is that? I don't even know what that is.
You know dollar cab in New York?
No.
So I think I was in Brooklyn, I think it was this time. And it's a van where it drives down like a main street and you pay $1 and you get drove down the street, whatever, You never heard of dollar cab?
What? No. This is crazy.
So yeah, it was like a van and the guy would just drive down the street. When he sees somebody like trying to get on, he'll stop the car, they'll slide the sliding door on, you get in, and then close the door.
Okay, let me tell you something.
I want to say this to you, man. How long since you been back in New York?
So
do you go back often?
Yeah, I go back. So my whole family is in New York. They refuse to move to Texas. They're like, Texas is not for us. But I just had a baby. So, the grandma fever is starting to trickle in.
Okay.
So my mom comes down like every month or I go up every month. So we've been back and forth. But I left Atlanta. I left New York to move to Atlanta in 2015. I was there for 5 years. And then I moved to Dallas in the pandemic.
Oh, okay.
But I still I'm back in New York all the time because there's just no place like New York. There's just no place where I could get a pizza at 3:00 in the morning or eat a 5-star meal or, get on you just can't move like that. Here in Dallas, baby, don't be hungry after 10:30 because you're going to starve. You're going to starve, okay?
Listen, I love the people of New York. I hate New York City. The people are cool. Maybe I'm from California. I'm from LA.
Okay.
So I just don't understand how to even maneuver and get around. You know what I mean? And it's like I don't feel like public transportation or the train is efficient enough to be able to move like I really want to. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it just takes. I went to my first time ever going to New York. Right, first time ever going to New York. I went on a talk show.
Okay.
And I'll tell you the backstory on the talk show. But I stayed, they put me in a hotel for 2 days. And then after that, I was like, I want to stay in New York just to kind of see what, see. And so I stayed a total of a week. I ended up staying, this is back in the day when Craigslist was like the go-to to find shit. And so I went on Craigslist, rented a room from somebody in the Bronx for 3 days. Went to the Bronx, stayed and rented a room from somebody. It was like this hot ass room. It was like a little mattress on the floor. But I was like, I just need to stay for a little while. Like I ain't been here for long. And just to trying to get from the Bronx to Manhattan, trying to figure out, I'm like, I don't understand this, man. I don't understand how they move around. But recently, my homeboy, he lives in Poughkeepsie, New York.
Up north.
Freaking beautiful out there. It is beautiful. He's a dentist out there. Like, I was like, I could live here.
Yeah, in the suburbs.
Yeah.
In the burbs. Yeah, New York is really challenging because it's like, you have to be a logistics expert to like move around in New York. And I think that's why, they say like, oh, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Because it's true. There's just so many things you have to take into consideration. It's like, okay, I got to take this train. And then when I get to 42nd Street, I got to take another train. And it's going to take me 50 minutes. But then I'm going to have to walk 10 minutes. So it's really going to take me an hour. And to get from Brooklyn to the Bronx is a 2-day mission. To get to Staten Island, forget about it. Like, it's just so hard to move around if you didn't grow up in that chaos already, So like when my son was born, I remember I was in my mom's house in the Bronx, and the doctor's office was in Manhattan or in Soho. So it's like having to like get a newborn baby on his car seat in the car, try to drive an hour and a half or like take the train 50 minutes. People, then you get on the train, it's showtime, they want to perform, they selling candy, they trying to convert you to Christianity. It's just so much going on, right? Yes. But I think it's a special experience because, again, I think it just helps. Now that I live in Texas, it helps me like just manage and navigate situations so much better because everything is slow compared to New York.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's like, if I can do all of that every day, going to school, going to work, it's like, this is easy. Traffic on 30, that's a breeze.
Yeah. When people say it's traffic right here, no, it's just a little bumper, but then we're gonna get right through it. Like it ain't that big of a deal. But yeah, I trying to just navigate. And then because to me, coming from Texas, right, and LA, it's like
LA traffic is ghetto.
Listen, I'm so glad.
Ghetto.
Yeah, it is.
And then it's like you just stuck in the traffic because there's no other option, right? So it's like you're like, oh, I don't want to mess with the train, but it's like sometimes the train is a good idea because why are we all sitting on the street?
I don't see, and I'm used to that, so I know how to like go back streets in LA. You know what I mean? I know how to navigate the back streets and you know what I mean, all that. But
what is it on La Cienega?
La Cienega, yeah.
I'm always cracking up because there's so many streets that have like Spanish names, but y'all say it totally different.
La Tierra, La Tierra, La Cienega. What is this? There's a bunch of lies over here. Yeah. But damn, I forgot what I was saying. Just trying to. I feel like in New York. I feel like everybody's a hustler in New York. Like everybody is, even when I went to Hertz Rent-A-Car, trying to rent a car in New York, it was like in this little ass parking garage. I had to drive around in a circle in the parking garage. And when I came, I was like, this don't even seem like, it seemed like somebody running a scam at Hertz over here. Like, I don't even trust this shit.
Like, the parking lot is not only a Hertz parking lot, it's also a parking lot for somebody's building. It's also a food truck stop, and it's also somewhere where you ever been, I live in South Dallas now, so in South Dallas there's a parking lot where a car will post up, they'll have a folding table, and then he's selling sheets. Sir, where do you get these sheets from? Why are you selling a sheet set? Like, people are going to sell you something in New York, and there's always going to be a multi-purpose. The one place that you go is never going to be just that.
Yeah.
The restaurant is going to be something else. The bodega is going to be selling something else. The laundromat, they might have a taco place in there.
Yeah.
You just never know.
Yeah. But one thing I do like is the dollar pizzas that are out there. Man. And they big as shit. Like, they not little bitty, these Domino little slices. They big as shit pizzas. I'm like, damn, you get this for $1? It was like, yeah. And when I went there one time, I took the dollar cab. That was some ghetto shit.
What the hell is that? I don't even know what that is.
You know a dollar cab in New York?
No.
So I think I was in Brooklyn, I think it was this time. And it's a van where it drives down like a main street and you pay $1 and you get drove down the street, whatever, you know. You never heard of dollar cab?
What? No. This is crazy.
So yeah, it was like a van, and the guy would just drive down the street. When he sees somebody like trying to get on, he'll stop the car. They'll slide the sliding door on. You get in, and then close the door.
Okay, let me tell you something. That's not for me because the way that I'm not trying to get kidnapped or sex trafficked, no, thank you. That sounds like I'm gonna get kidnapped.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
If the van door open like this,
on the side,
it's giving kidnapping.
And listen, this was all like, oh, okay, I guess this is what they do in New York. And this is like, okay, we in a dollar cab. And it was like, I was like, this shit is wild. New York is wild. Yeah.
That is insane.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But I love the energy of New York though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, especially just because I'm from LA where I know it's always something going on, you know what I mean? And so I like that. And so New York is like, you know what I mean? It got that kind of flavor.
Yeah.
You can hear music from people outside, you know what I mean? It's just a lot of energy, which I like.
Yep.
Coming here, like, I hardly ever see people outside. Like, you know what I mean?
Nobody's walking. There's no sidewalks.
Yes. I'm like, man, okay. Yeah,